This is one of the Ohio rock quarries. What some people may not realize about rock quarries, and even what you have been taught are mountains, is that these were once great and grand trees. So these little trees are like babies. And like if you can see, there's a ridge over there. There's also one right in front of me, which are like the remnants of the trunks of huge trees. And I've come out here many times. I've even done videos out here. It's interesting because something has changed since the last time I've been out here. I don't know if, I guess a company, whoever, I don't know if they take the rocks or what, because there were like these huge gravel mounds and they're not here anymore either. So maybe they took them for a site to be used somewhere. But there were big rocks like right around where I'm standing. Now there's like nothing. And I think they must have broke them up. Like there's a pile over there. But anyway, the message I was getting while walking around, and there's a few hawks that passed overhead, is the call to like really awaken. Like even looking around at this rock quarry, this would be considered like, possibly a tree, and I mean massive trees, the silicone trees, like a tree graveyard. But they don't ask that we cry for them, especially as more truth comes out, because there's a lot of truth that's going to be revealed and that people are going to remember. And it's not going to feel good to know that these things are going on. But the truth is, your higher self already knows. You already knew, and that's why you came, to assist and awaken. But what's the greatest assistance that you can give the collective and humankind and Mother Gaia? Is you healing and awakening and activating yourself, grounding the energy and the truth from where you came from. They don't want us to cry for them. They cry for us because it's taken so long to remember that all we had to do was awaken and remember the truth, to connect with our higher selves. That's all that's ever had to be done to bring balance and reclaim this planet. That's it. It's for you to awaken and remember the truth of your own divinity. That's all you ever had to do. And more of us are doing it. Some of us are getting stuck because we keep looking at what is. We keep looking at what's happened. We keep looking at what they're doing to us, and we're taking it so personal. Why are we taking it so personal? Because they keep on showing us that it hurts. They keep on showing us the current situation, the past. Yes, this planet has been decimated, torn down. They took down our grand trees, but they couldn't take their memory. They couldn't take who they were. They couldn't take their roots. They couldn't take everything. It just required us to look deeper within instead of looking outside of ourselves. Too many are still looking outside of ourselves. instead of everyone turning within and bringing forward truth, adding to the truth of what is, the nature of what is beyond this planet. And also, if you are a starseed or an angelic, it's not to separate yourself from the humans. It's to lead the humans to their divinity. But you have to remember your own first. And you have to stop crying for yourself. Like, you would not be here if you were not strong and if you weren't a warrior. You wouldn't. Because your higher self, the highly evolved beings, ascended masters, the ancestors, the ascended ancestors, they know the truth of you. And they remember that truth. And they hold that truth waiting on you to remember your own truth of your divinity. Humans have been domesticated like animals, like wolves. They've been trained to believe and think and behave a certain way about themselves and others. But who has the power to awaken them from their sleep? They want you to think that you're cut off, that you've been abandoned. There's no way to reach or communicate with Source, Spirit, and Higher Self. Well, we know that's not true. Every single individual has the ability to connect with their higher self. Every single individual, no matter their origin. Unless, of course, they just happen to be one of those individuals that don't possess a soul. But then again, if they don't possess a soul, they really don't have any inclination to communicate with their higher self in the first place. So if you have the desire to communicate with your higher self, if you feel like there's more to you than what you've been taught, then that's a great indication you have access to your soul, that you do have one. So don't cry for them. Don't cry for humans and humanity. Awaken and help them by healing yourself, by empowering yourself, by remembering who you are is how you help others. You are a part of the collective. Service to others is first servicing yourself, being of service to yourself in order to assist others. Investing in yourself, spending time with yourself, remembering your inner self and loving yourself and forgiving yourself. Because most of us did not, come out the womb awakened. Most of us didn't. Because most of us were born to parents who weren't awakened. And then besides that, there's so much distortion on this planet. You have to turn within for that connection to your higher self. You have to. And any highly evolved beings that you're communicating with, they should definitely be encouraging that. If they're not, you might want to inquire as to why. Because the primary goal of ascension is you remembering who you are and connecting with your higher self. So, I love you and I honor you. I believe that's what message they asked me to come out here and share today. Let's see if we can get close about it. I can tell that it must be a bird. I'll walk slowly. And I really can't tell what I'm showing you because the sun is so bright. Okay, I think it's in this tree here. Oh, it just, wait, no, that's two other birds. They're dancing though. I can love you and I honor you. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep tuning within. Keep getting clearer. Keep integrating more of who you are and receiving the guidance on what you came to do. And if you came here just to ground that energy and be happy. Focus on what we are creating. We're not here to fight the system head on. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even work that way in the third dimension. And we do a lot of, if you travel with your higher self, you know, we do a lot of rescue missions and fighting and transmuting and sending. Oh, we got more birds here. Let me see if I get these for you. And sending entities to the light in dream time and astral and other dimensions. But here in this dimension is about mastering your energy and how you create. We're not here to fight. We're here to stand up and recreate and reclaim the planet. But that's not done physically. I hope you understand what that means, but you can always ask your higher self for clarification. That would be the wise thing to do. But we're here to recreate. We're here to realize and understand our power. That's what that's what the dark ones don't want you to do. To awaken, to allow your higher self to actually function through your body. What? I'm pretty sure I shared this dream before, but I'm going to share this dream again. I was given this dream a couple years ago. But basically in the dream, because this is somewhat like a simulation, you are piloting an avatar. We pilot avatars on other planets too. But yes, you are piloting an avatar. And this planet is very important to all of creation, as we are all one energy. So don't think, oh, it's an illusion. It really doesn't matter what happens. Yes, it does, because it all comes from the mind. We manifest everything from our thoughts. So all of creation is important and affects the whole, even the other planets that have been destroyed, which is why we're here to make sure this one's not. So don't think that what you're doing here is not important, because it is. So in the dream, I was playing a video game, probably with one of my brothers, but I was playing this video game. It was like a mix between Mortal Kombat and Super Mario Brothers. So we're playing this game and we're fighting, but you know how you have those energy bars or Mortal Kombat, so you can, once it powers up, you can use your superpowers basically. And my bar got full. And when my bar got full, my superpowers turned on, and I was like Mario with the star, untouchable, just running around, doing everything I need to do. Oh, as a matter of fact, when my star power came on, it was like I dropped the control. My higher self picked up them controls. And it was now my higher self's turn. Like, you have to allow your higher self to participate. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, you are your higher self, you are your higher self. Yeah, to an extent. But there's percentages to it. How much of your higher self are you allowing to come through, to participate? Are you still wanting to hold the control? You know, are y'all fighting for the control? Because if y'all fighting for the control, then it's more still like an inner conflict. And if you think you know better than your higher self, that is a clear indication that you need to balance your ego. Allow your higher self to take the control sometimes. You actually get a much higher score. You'll be much more effective and efficient, and much more in alignment with truth. And the truth of who you are is your higher self. It's not your personality. And also, yeah, I've heard many times the higher selves and the angels, they'll say, yeah, we'll never will never take away your right to your free will. That is true. But they are also hoping that you possess the wisdom through experience to understand that your higher self has the highest answers. That's your free will understanding. That's the purpose of you being here. To understand that your higher self is the highest version of you and has all the answers. So if you still think that you know better than your higher self, or you don't need to verify with your higher self or check in with your higher self to make sure that you're in the highest alignment, being the most effective, efficient, beneficial, starseed, angelic embodiment of love, light, truth, and Christ consciousness, I don't know, the birds will tell you that's not that wise. I think they're in agreement. So I love you and I honor you. We honor our galactic brothers and sisters, our angelic higher selves, the oversouls, our future selves, the ultra-terrestrials and the Rishi. We love and honor all of creation. Namaste. Close out this year in the highest alignment and healing as you possibly can do. It is your choice to be your highest version, and I honor each of you.